The little elf pressed the pillow firmly over the old man's head. This wasn't murder, but a cure for insomnia. Then it sneaked into another home, covering a woman's nose with a towel soaked in medicine, and the woman who had been staying up late to watch dramas immediately fell asleep. This elf was called Drowsy, a little spirit under the god of darkness, specifically in charge of sleep. There was another elf constantly in a state of anxiety named Sleepless. It couldn't stand people dozing off anywhere or being lazy sleepers. It enjoyed whispering in people's ears to wake those who hadn't finished their work. At night, there were always inconsiderate people making noises that disturbed others, which was when Hush showed its skills. It opened its big mouth and sucked the noise into its stomach, where the sounds were gradually digested, and the whole world became quiet. Then there was the sneaky prankster elf, who loved scaring children and creating sounds to maintain the delicate balance of the silent night. When you fall asleep and see some long-awaited things, that's the work of the Dreamweaver elf, responsible for delivering beautiful dreams.
Yes, of course we can!
Woo! We love you, Irene!
These 5 elves were all close friends of the god of darkness, having engaged in this line of work for tens of thousands of years. They had long worked in the night and had never seen sunlight. When they heard the boy describe the colorful daytime, the little elves felt a longing in their hearts. Urged on by each other, they decided to experience the beauty of daytime for themselves, and even began to blame the god of darkness for everything. The friends' misunderstanding left the god of darkness utterly disappointed. It too decided to stop and wait for dawn, waiting for the light to destroy it.
No, dark!
Soon the sunlight began to erode the god of darkness body. From then on, there would be no more night in the world. But this did not mean eternal light. On the contrary, it would bring about a huge disaster. The scorching weather made people irritable and restless, prone to fighting over the smallest matters. Plants slowly withered away, and even those hiding indoors with fans on sweated profusely. People who had once disliked the night and wished for dawn to come early now found themselves trapped in a world without darkness. Office workers had to work 24 hours a day because bosses only allowed them to leave after dark. Everyone eagerly longed for the return of night, but the god of darkness had already been reduced to ashes in the sunlight. The only way to revive him was for the boy to pull him back from a dream. The quiet elf sucked up all surrounding noise into its stomach, while the drowsy elf took out a sleep sheep and blew it toward the boy. The boy instantly fell asleep. The Dreamweaver elf flew into the boy's dream and pulled him and the god of darkness back to the night when they first met. Reunited with his friend, the boy was overjoyed. Just then, the wardrobe door suddenly swung open, and the god of darkness was instantly sucked inside. This was the very wardrobe the boy had feared for countless nights, imagining terrible things emerging from it. Now he faced a choice. On one side was his friend, and on the other his deepest fear. He tied a bedsheet around himself and jumped into the wardrobe without looking back, grabbing the god of darkness just before he was swallowed up. But the combined weight of the two exceeded the bedsheet's strength. If the boy didn't wake up soon, he would be trapped in the dream forever.